on, guys? I'm Brian.
I'm Mike.
And today we're talking about episode 5 of Loki.
Yes.
And it starts off really weird, does this kind of like turn. The camera angles are all just going different, and they're fading into different areas where like it's going through the TVA, and then it goes into the timekeeper's chamber, and it actually just looks at the head of the timekeeper. Its mouth is still twitching after getting it cut off from Sylvie's sword. And then it goes into the area where Loki is now, and you see all these old ancient artifacts. Like there's a tower from ancient Greece that doesn't exist anymore.
There's the one like Wonder of the Ancient World.
Yeah.
Is there?
There is a Sanctum Sanctorum that's just destroyed in the background that you have to look and see.
Yeah, it's real quick.
And then you get a better look at the Avengers Tower, and it doesn't say Avengers on it. It says Kang.
Yeah.
Qeng, I think it is Kang.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is actually a reference to the comic books, and it almost makes the theory that it is Kang the Conqueror, because Kang the Conqueror is actually the owner of Kang Industries. And there's a lot of stuff that's pointing to it, and I swear to God, if this series doesn't end with Kang the Conqueror, even if it's just a glimpse, even if they do like a Thanos reveal,
like a tease.
Even if they do a Thanos reveal at like the end, where it's just Kang like looking into the camera and smiling, I'm good. I'm happy with that. He doesn't need to be the big bag for this one. I'm good with like an evil Loki.
Yeah.
Even though Loki's already evil.
Right, yeah.
Like a worse Loki, I guess. But if there's not a reveal of Kang in this series, I'm gonna be so mad. Oof. And the series is gonna go from being my favorite series to my least favorite series. And that's including the Marvel What Ifs and all the stuff it hasn't even come out yet.
Oh.
So Loki, classic Loki, which is how it's named. Kid Loki, and what's the other one?
Boastful Loki.
Boastful Loki and Gator Loki.
Loki Gator.
They're all trying to survive because this big smoke monsters come out of nowhere. What is it called?
Flashbacks to Lost.
You could call it that. Hold on. It's like smoke monster.
Looking it up.
Smoke monster Lost.
Loki. Lost. Oh, get out of here.
Alioth. So big smoke monster that again references Kang. Everything is referencing Kang. It's killing me because they haven't revealed him yet. They kind of have with the third timekeeper. It literally looks like Kang. Literally looks like Kang.
Does he look like Kang?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, just
like actually, yes, a lot.
The most Kang-looking statue they got.
And they're getting chased by this freaking thing, and it looks like a combination of like, remember the Cloud from Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Yes.
That was supposed to be Galactus.
Yes.
It looks like that, and the Muspelheim dragon from Ragnarok. It looks like a combination of those two. And they keep calling it an animal. There's no way this thing is an animal. Like legit
smoke animal.
It's a giant smoke. It's literally another embodiment of I guess Galactus from the Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
So then they go to the variant Loki's hideout, which is an old bowling alley. It looks like it's 70s themed. And they got all sorts of like relics in there from like the past. Like they got the arcade machine.
Polybius.
That it was rumored to brainwash people. They're all drinking like out of chalices and stuff. Like the two Lokis have the big chalices, and then Loki's got like a little chalice, and then Kid Loki's got a Hi-C Ecto Cooler juice box.
That was and they got the old one too.
And they got the original.
They got the original box too. This whole episode is full of like pop culture references. It's hilarious.
It's like a blink and you'll miss it. Placement of everything.
You skipped a part though. Actually, you skipped two.
And Loki Gator's in the pool.
But no, well, Loki Gator he is literally in a kiddie pool. It's
I
hilarious.
got very distracted by Loki Gator this entire episode. It's great.
They are talking about like what was your next event for Kid Loki, because he's leading everybody because he's done the most out of all of them.
Yeah.
And Loki asked Kid Loki what his event was, and he literally says, "I killed Thor." They don't even get into what happens. I guess there's like speculation that it might be from Loki playing the trick on Thor where he turned to a snake and stabbed him. But I don't believe that one. I think literally just he killed Thor as a kid.
Yeah.
Then as they're doing a pan shot where they're actually going through the ground and stuff like that, and literally in the middle of it you see a buried Mjolnir. Awesome. And then right under that you see Throg, the Thor frog, trying to in a freaking glass jar.
Trying to get the hammer.
He keeps bouncing at the hammer, and you hear him grunting. Like, that has to be torturous.
Oh yeah.
He can't get out of a glass jar, and right there is the fucking hammer that he needs.
Just call the hammer to you. Have a shit.
I guess he's not worthy because he's a frog.
I guess.
So, going back to what you were talking about, they're all talking about how they can try to help and get back to TVA and to try to bring them down and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, President Loki shows up from the Marvel miniseries where Loki tries to run for president.
He's got a bunch of other Lokis with him.
Are there other Lokis or are they just people?
I think there might be other Lokis. Because one dude's got a helmet with like bicycle handlebars on it that look like horns.
True.
The other guy's got his hair done up so it looks like horns.
True. Okay, so I can see that. It's very odd because they don't really talk about a lot about how the Lokis are. They do say though that all Lokis know how to do is survive though. So I can believe that. Yeah. And they all start fighting, literally for nothing because they're trying to all be the big bad Loki, and nobody wins. The President Loki gets his arm chewed off by Loki Gator. We don't see what happens to say his name again.
Boastful Loki.
Boastful Loki. I don't know why I can't.
He's still in the fight because he like double crossed the other Lokis, like the good Lokis, and then turns out that the people that he double crossed them for double crossed him.
Yeah, it just all.
It's like a triple cross.
And we don't see where I'm just gonna assume that Gator Loki is just destroying them all and eating them. That's all I'm gonna assume right now.
No, because they made the old man Loki made illusions of them and Loki Gator and Kid Loki illusion through Loki Gator illusion at the dude.
Yeah, but Gator Loki didn't go with them.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the episode.
Yeah, he's carrying them.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
So the only one doesn't get out is Boastful Loki.
Yeah, because he's getting his butt whooped by the dudes that he double crossed.
There's so much that happens in this episode. So they're going back to TVA. Sylvie and Ravonna are teaming up. We get to see Miss Minute again, which is played by Tara Strong.
Tara Strong is like everything.
Tara Strong is in everything because she's amazing.
We have different opinions on that, but it's what it is.
And they're trying to distract Sylvie. And you can tell that Ravonna's trying. Here's what I want here. So in the last episode, we talked about how Ravonna could be the one leading this for Kang. It's almost a little weird that either she really doesn't know who this person is that's controlling the timekeepers, or she's just playing it off like she doesn't know.
I bet she's playing it off. She's probably playing it off to cover up.
I don't know. There's a few different pieces in this episode where she's talking about it.
Yeah. Where
she really does seem like she's very interested in trying to figure out what this is. Like I for some reason I see her either being really like bad and being the one that is going to try to kill Loki and Sylvie in the next episode, which is the season finale, which really sucks because this series is really, really good. Or this is when Kang is going to come out again, where I'm theorizing that Kang is going to be in the final episode. whether it be for a minute or for the whole thing. I don't know.
Kang's gonna come out, be like, "I'm Kang the Conqueror. I run the TVA. See you later," and he's gonna disappear and reappear in Quantumania.
I just want to see what is going to happen with Ravonna, because that's love.
I want to see her get wrecked.
I think either in the last episode she's gonna say like, yes, I'm doing this for Kang, or she's not gonna figure out who Kang is until the final part of it, and he's gonna take her.
I think she's covering up, because a couple episodes ago when she was in the elevator,
Yeah.
she played stupid and she had like a smirk on her face. It's like, you know what's going on.
Oh yeah, where Sylvie asked her what her Nexus event was.
Yeah, she does. What if this is her Nexus event?
Oh, that's actually really good.
Oh,
That'd be sweet.
this is the Nexus event for
That's
Ravonna, Ravekeeper, whatever her name is.
Mhm.
This is her Nexus event, and she just keeps resetting it.
wow.
Yeah, ponder on that for a week.
You know, that's really good because I mean,
I just
because Sylvie didn't do anything. She was the only thing that they could really like get her for is that she was born a female Loki, but they let her grow to like age 8.
and it's always during apocalypses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on? There's a lot of chaos going on, right, at the TVA?
Yeah, that's really good. That's. I'm gonna have to give you like a cookie or something if that's how that actually happens next week.
Oh, I'll be so excited if it is.
If you're able to, if this is how it actually happens, dude, I'm gonna be so freaking surprised. And we're gonna put this out. You know what's gonna happen when we put this out?
FBI, open up!
Anyways, so that's really good. That's actually a really, really good theory.
I'm gonna blow my roommate's mind when I get home with this, and he's gonna be just as amazed as we are.
There's really no way that I can poke holes in that though.
No.
Like that's really good. So Sylvie ends up pruning herself.
And she's got the tablet thing, and
does,
she can
yeah.
open the doors and go back in time.
Into the TVA.
So she just lives up to where it happens. It happens, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go back a little bit." Walks through and goes back.
That's awesome. Holy sh!
Like fine wine, I get better with age.
It's all getting there, man. So Sylvie gets pruned, or she prunes herself and all that. She ends up being, I don't know if they like predetermine where they're gonna end up when they prune themselves, or if they just land in random spots.
I think it's just random spots, because Loki ended up, Loki got pruned in the same room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he got pruned and he showed up in like a field or whatever. Sylvie got pruned in the same room.
No, she got pruned in a different room.
She got pruned in a different room.
Yeah.
And she showed up on like a school bus.
Yeah, like an old school bus.
Maybe it's just like, they just throw you at the wall and see what sticks.
I guess. So she's there, and she's trying to get away from Alioth. The big smoke dragon. And all of a sudden you see this pizza truck. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was the Pizza Planet truck.
Yeah, me too.
From Pixar.
Yeah.
If they would, you know what? I'm mad that they didn't actually do that. They didn't take that opportunity, because it's really just a pizza like on a spring on top of the car. Literally could have been just a rocket, and that would have made that. Jennifer would have exploded.
She would have.
She would have exploded. We would have heard the boom from both of our houses.
And I live in a completely different city.
Mobius comes up in a pizza truck, but we're just gonna get through.
Yeah. So Mobius shows up in a pizza truck.
Sylvie gets in, and here's the thing. I don't know why, because I've never been the biggest fan of Owen Wilson. I've liked Owen Wilson in some stuff. Wow. And for some reason, this one, like, he's making me a really big fan of his.
He's so good.
He's such a good actor. He's not in good. like he's in good movies, but they're not like good acting.
He plays that really nice guy character.
He does. Like he was my girlfriend just showed me Meet the Fockers, and he's Kevin. And he's Kevin in that. He's supposed to be Ben Stiller's future fiance girlfriend's ex, who they would go like skydiving with and spend all this money on each other and stuff like that. And he's just a really nice guy, but you can tell he's kind of a douche too, and he plays that really well.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I've actually seen him in was Cars.
Oh yeah.
So
Lightning McQueen.
Couture. So I've never really seen him in too many good ones. This is actually making me really like him as an actor, and he's really good. He realizes how much the TVA is just bad, blank crazy. And they go to...
They pick up Sylvie. They're driving. He has an epiphany. Right?
Yeah.
And then they get there. They get to they're rolling up, right? And they see like the other Lokis. And they're like, what is that? And he's like, it's a pizza car. And you just see the car coming at him.
And the pizza's just going like this. It's just moving and it's just swaying. And they end up hatching this plan where they're going to enchant Alioth. We probably should have said this at the beginning, but spoilers. We'll put it in the description. They're trying to get Alioth, and they're trying to enchant him. And they're all proving to themselves, like, the old classic Loki he said in the beginning, what is it called when he projected himself so well that Thanos thought he killed him, but he was actually debris outside the ship when he was attacked.
Yeah.
So Loki and Sylvie are trying to stop this thing. Kid Loki gives regular Loki a sword from Norse mythology, and classic and they're both trying to stop this thing. Sylvie's trying to enchant it while Loki's distracting it, and it's not working. And then classic Loki literally rebuilds with
Asgard.
It just rebuilding Asgard, looking like Asgard hasn't looked this good since it got destroyed in Ragnarok.
Huh.
And
yeah.
this Alioth, the smoke dragon, is trying to destroy all of Asgard while this is happening. He ends up getting classic Loki, which kind of sucks.
Or does he?
There's a chance that it wasn't him. It was just another projection because he is that powerful, and it proves that all these Lokis are as powerful as they want to be. And him and regular Loki and Sylvie try to actually enchant this thing, and as they enchant it, it opens up, and right through it you see a castle.
Yeah.
Now there's been speculation. They better not do a red herring, because people are like, oh no, it's Dr. Doom's castle.
It's Latveria Castle.
Like, why is it Latveria? Why is Latveria at the end of the time? This has to be Kang. It has to.
Yeah. All roads lead to this.
It all leads to it, but Marvel, they're just gonna go like, oh, it's right there, and then there's gonna be a little path right here. It's gonna be like a little path right here, like how they flick the time stone out of existence in Endgame, and I'm both so excited and so scared for what this final episode's gonna be next Wednesday, because it's going to be either really good, or it's gonna be such a disappointment that that's actually gonna turn me off of this series.
I really want my theory to be proven.
I would love your theory to be proven.
Sweet.
That would be amazing if that theory is correct. Because my theory go back and watch our Infinity War theories, because my theory might not have been 100% accurate, but I still got it where they're going to go back in time.
You were on the right track.
I was on the right track. Yeah. I was heading down the right highway. I just missed the correct exit.
It's funny because we filmed that in the car.
We did. So, there's a lot of things that could happen with this. They could either do what everybody's expecting them to, and everybody's going to be happy about it, or there's three things that are going to happen. Everything's going to happen the way that everybody wants it to happen. Everybody's going to be happy. They're going to do something different, and everybody's going to hate it, or they're going to do something different, and everybody's going to be so surprised that they love it.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
No.
Like, I've seen all the reviews. I haven't seen like any reviews of this show so far that have been like, oh no, this is a terrible show.
Yeah, they're all good reviews because it's such a good show.
It's an amazing show. It really is. I don't want them to ruin it though.
No, definitely not.
Like, it's the first episode you get is literally a full-on acting like clinic from Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
From him being a jerk.
And
him being deceitful and mean, to him being lovable and sad and watching his life go in front of his eyes until the final thing you see is him being held by Thor and it just cuts.
Yeah.
To this where he even says in the thing, we're gonna save the universe. Mm-hmm. When have you ever heard Loki say that in these MCU movies? You never hear them say that.
You don't, because it's out of character for it.